working, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Man, I'm just working, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
I don't know. Something happened. Yeah. Good to see ya. Scam likely. No, thank you. Scam likely. No, thank you. Yeah. What's up, people? Nah, Jay Johnson, you about 2 weeks too late, baby. No more walk-in closet, man. That was an actual real thing for a year and a half, but things are different now. Things are different now. We still haven't got a name, but don't trip. Hey, welcome to the program, man. Happy Friday, man. Good to see y'all. Welcome in. Come on in. Newcomers, first timers, gonna sit down and don't touch nothing. This is the show. Welcome to the show. Let's go live with Lamar King. I'm Lamar King. We are now live, so let's go. Of course, it's Friday. It's the Friday version of the show. It's called All Fun and Games, man. And of course, we got our New York bureau chief who's back in town from off assignment. As always, partner in crime, John Watson, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's happening? Okay, new set. I'm on the other side of the.
No, here we go.
Oh, geez. Okay. Oh well, there was.
To keep the synergy.
Okay, I'm about to say, yeah. I'm looking.
Synergy. You know, I was doing this earlier. I couldn't do this.
You know? You get your little stretch on now. Okay.
Yeah.
Like when John McCain came out the Tiger box, huh?
Yeah. Hey man, y'all don't know, man. That previous arrangement
Talk about the struggle. Talk about your struggle.
So I had to do TV. You know what I'm saying? You know, TV. A lot of the hosts they do this. They give you the side profile to lean up. Well, I was doing that because that was the only way.
That's the only thing you had.
Yeah,
you had no slouch.
It was clothes, and then it was the wall over here. So I did that for a year. Just
actually more than a year.
Yeah, more than a year.
More than a year.
Because I got shoulders.
Little stretching room. Okay.
Yeah, got a little shoulder. We're in our new studio. We're working the kinks out. So just to let everybody know it's a slow process. Newly remodeled Drunken Fruit. No, I'm sorry. I committed that to memory. Our newly relocated Drunken Fruit Studios. And we have not named the command center as of yet. Okay. Drunken Fruit, of course, is our number one sponsor, the longest running Black-owned business. Check them out. Spell it right. drunkenfruit.com or at Drunken Fruit. They should be in the area again doing a pop-up sometime soon. I'll give you all the details.
Okay. Yeah, you get to see that. You get to see that. You're gonna do that slapping dog and pony show. Like I like.
I don't know if we're gonna make it. As a matter of fact, I think it's tonight. It's tonight.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Well, guess not.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be making it tonight.
The answer to that question is
no.
No.
We were looking for no.
No. So
all right, first timers, it's a live show. Don't trip. Here's the phone number, 765 Let's Go 1 765-538-7461. At any time, if you want to jump on, feel free. You know what I mean? That's where we at with it. Trending topics, celebrity guests, hilarious commentary, and interesting people. That's what we do here.
Yes, sir.
And today I started the reminder. There's a little thing I can do where I can set the reminder earlier, but I forgot. I did it a little late. So you got to do it 60 minutes in advance or you can't do it. Okay. So I did it at 5:00 and I'm typing.
Okay.
But I didn't get it
because I tried to do the thing.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't let me.
Oh, that didn't work either?
It didn't let me the merging of the.
Yeah, that should have did it.
It went straight to this.
I raced so that would work. I walked so that you could run. What do you mean? Wait a minute.
Sorry, I think we were looking for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
looking for an hour and a half price.
Damn it! No.
Sorry. So sorry.
No, it should have.
Yeah, it immediately said, "Sorry, we can't do that," and just put me right in the room.
No, this is.
No, so sorry.
Yeah, they have a thing where you could stream to your platforms.
Yeah, no, it said no.
It said no.
Put me right in. Said, sir, we're gonna need you. We're just gonna usher you right in here. Don't worry about your guests. We just no, you're fine.
Okay. The LGOs, Let's Go Live Lounge. Oh, did somebody say last week? I didn't hear that last week. That's actually, I like that.
The LGL Lounge or the Let's Go Live Lounge? Let's Go Live Lounge.
Yeah, or the Live Lounge.
The Live Lounge. Okay.
The Live Lounge.
I was about to say Let's Go Live Lounge is a lie. It's like say that 3 times fast. Let's Go Live Lounge. Yeah. The Live Lounge, I like that.
I like Live Lounge.
Okay. Oh, you just got to make it look loungy.
Yeah, and that's
we need loungewear.
It's very possible in here. Also, welcome back to our executive producer across the hall. Now he was down the hall. Now he's across the hall.
He's across the hall. Okay.
Yeah, in Studio G.
Geez.
Dr. Clarkson.
All right, I'm feeling.
He's across the hall.
Across the hall.
Oh, she said she said that last week. I don't remember. Jeez. I don't remember. We had to run the tape back, but I like it. The Live Lounge.
Okay.
Broadcasting live from
the Live Lounge. Broadcasting from the Live Lounge because to be broadcasting live from the Live Lounge. You can't live from the Live Lounge. You just live
from the Live Lounge.
Broadcasting from the Live Lounge.
From the Live Lounge. All right. We'll deal with
put that one in the top tier.
Yeah.
With, recommendations.
I like that.
I'm gonna whiteboard that one.
So what I was saying was I didn't get a chance to write the caption. So today's episode, I had a name for it, clever and everything.
Okay.
Women be tripping.
Oh, geez.
AKA's Jada Pinkett, ETC. That was
wait. What was the last one?
ETC, etc.
Etc. Okay.
Yeah. So it was women be tripping.
Yeah, I'm a little bit here for this one.
Yeah, AKA's Jada Pinkett, etc. That was the caption.
You know what's wild?
So mad I didn't get to write it.
I've had for one reason or the other, a drink more than one night this week. Nothing excessive, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like today, I was like, you know what? Nah, let me not have a drink today. You know what I mean? I hit my couple night limit. I just have limits.
Really?
I just, it was a couple nights.
So is there a numerical limit for your weekly? Is there a?
I don't like to in a 7-day time span.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think like, yeah, more than 3-4 days. That's a lot.
So is it by, because this is interesting. I need to know that.
Okay.
So is it by drink or by days?
By days. Like the
Okay.
amount of drinks,
That's
can vary.
non-factor,
Like
right.
I think I had 2 or 3 strong drinks last night.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure I had a couple others early this week. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Today, but now that we know the subject matter, I'm mad that I don't have a drink.
Go get it. There's time. You can go get it.
Maybe you play a long video, I can go get it. But
Sure. I could just read through the story. So the first one, I'll go through the first story. This is what are you going to go get it?
Okay. Which story are you going to go through? Because I got to know.
Issa Rae first. We're going to go get Issa Rae.
Okay, good. I know that story. Therefore, I don't need to I can jump right in.
Got it. All right, so here it is. Let's go to yahoolife.com. So if y'all don't, some of you chime in there in the chat, thumbs up or whatever. And we're doing super chats. So this is a new thing. The money wheel is we're gonna revamp the money wheel, do something different, but we're also still raising funds for the new live lounge furniture. So we're doing the super chats. The super chats are open. If that's what you want to do, we're gonna do it. I'm not shunning away from that no more. I don't care. They take 47%. That's, U.S. government is going to take that anyway. So we're doing a super chat. But put thumbs up in the chat if you are an insecure watcher, if you're an Issa Rae fan, or call. So the story this week it wasn't really a big story, but a story nonetheless, right? So apparently there's a character on her show, and played by Amanda Seales, who is not really a fan favorite of most of your Black women. I don't know why. I have no idea why Black women don't like Amanda Seales. She lives in her truth. She speaks with passion, and she, that's what it is. But I know a lot of people. She's a very polarizing figure, very opinionated. A lot of people don't like her. All right. So anyway, she plays a character on the show written and produced by, let's bring John back in, written and produced by Issa Rae. And her character, apparently...
Did you get to my theory yet? I'm sorry.
No, we didn't get there yet.
You didn't? Okay.
I don't even know what your theory is. I don't even know what your theory is.
Okay.
I'm just doing the walk up. So
yes. Okay. Thank you.
So she plays a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, right? Mm-hmm. So she wears the colors. Apparently, there's been occasion where you see the letters and blah 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 blah. Apparently, this is not the first season where they've had a character on the show who's in a Greek letter organization, both male and female, men and women. Mm-hmm. So this week there was a tweet that somebody, Twitter is like that, right? And not even Black Twitter. Yes. Somebody can say something, mm-hmm. and if you're not familiar, you'll think that what you just read was the most dramatic thing ever, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. So you get enough of those people retweeting mm-hmm. what they think is drastic or dramatic, it goes viral. Mm-hmm. So what the person said, I couldn't find the tweet, but what the person said was, "Oh no, she didn't. I know that's not Amanda Seales wearing my letters on that show. Right. And headquarters know about this, right? So that's that's fair. Mm-hmm. That's you saying that." Mm-hmm. But then everybody else decided to chime in.
Right.
So a couple days went by, and then Issa Rae, the next day, Issa Rae claps mm-hmm. back. Issa Rae is like, "Oh, I didn't know that we had to get," she kind of cynically, sarcastically, real snarky. Mm-hmm. "I didn't know that I had to, check in for a character, a fictional character.
Right.
Maybe you need to get at HBO and tell them to delete the upcoming episodes." Uh-huh. All right, so just on site, Issa Rae's with the shits.
Right, right.
just
like, and she said, "Wait a second. Oh,
yeah.
I have time today.
I have time today.
No, I got time today.
Right.
Like I'm done promoting. I've done all the stuff I need to do. The show started. I got time now.
This is actually, controversy sells eyeballs. Uh-huh. So this mm-hmm. is actually right on time. So I got time today. Mm-hmm. So then more of the internet. More people came out of the woodwork. Yeah, that ain't right. That ain't right. So then the other half of the internet was like, "Hey, wait a minute. We got too much going on out here. This is a non-issue."
Right.
And furthermore, are you kidding me? Like,
right. Right.
Knock it off. So then in a interesting twist, mm-hmm. something that I did not see coming, because I had taken the position being, familiar with how those things work. Mm-hmm. I said, "Oh, she's not a dummy. She got permission." Mm-hmm. because that's all it takes is to write the headquarters and be like, we want to do this on this HBO show,
right?
That's going out to the world,
right?
And we want to paint this character in a positive light, and she just it'll fit the storyline if she's an AKA. That's right. It's really that simple.
Okay, Christopher.
So who is that?
Christopher Walken.
Yeah, with a little bit of Fauci. It's really that simple.
Okay.
I assume that Issa Rae did that, but in an interesting twist, the national organization came out with a statement which revealed that she did not get permission.
Okay.
Which made the story get bigger. All right, so now that I gave y'all that context, before we get your opinion, let's get some images and some and some context to what I'm talking about. So of course, here we go, some visuals. So this is Amanda Seales right here.
Not wearing anything, by the way, just wearing the colors, right. which I personally found more offensive than anything else as a person.
Really,
dude. Now, it's one thing to be said and maybe not so much this shot, but then there's another shot where she's wearing another outfit.
Yeah,
that's also in the colors without the paraphernalia. Yeah, and I'm like, who wears they colors that much when they go back to school, like daily, like every outfit?
Oh, okay, I see what
that's
you're
a lot. That's a lot.
Okay,
it's just unreal. It's not real. It's not unless they're there for. Yeah, the AKA reunion that's happening. But when you go back every day, nobody does that.
So you watch the show?
Yeah.
So what is the context of her being an AKA? What is the context?
It was no context. It was just so they were going back. There was a reunion happening. It was a Stanford reunion, right?
Okay.
So, hopefully they got clearance from Stanford because clearly they're wearing Stanford Nelia too, and Stanford's not.
Don't be that guy. That's different. Don't be that guy.
Listen,
we're gonna get there.
The Stanfordites could go. They didn't go to Stanford.
That's not the same.
It's not the same thing. I know it's not the same thing. Yeah, okay. But I'm just saying the Stanfordites could go, and I don't even know if they're called Stanfordites, but that's how they work.
Stanford,
but they could go. They didn't go. They didn't go to Stanford. But anyway. Yeah. But so just realistically speaking, you show up back to your campus for an XYZ year reunion, right? Like, are you draped in your colors every day?
No.
Okay, that was I was offended. That's why I was offended. Okay. But yeah, the purpose of this episode is unbelievable. Yeah. The purpose of this episode was that there was a reunion happening of the various years. If your 10 to 15 year group was over here, your 15 to 20 year group was over here, blah blah blah. And they were, I think Issa's character was on a panel talking about entrepreneurship and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. And the rest of them were just there for the reunion to for the purposes of going back to a school for a reunion via a homecoming style type of thing.
Okay. All right. So let's see some more on the story. So blah blah blah. They get there, and so give you some pictures and context, and then this is what Issa Rae said. She said, "Oh shit, let me tell HBO to delete one of the upcoming episodes." Then hold on. So here was the original tweet, right? So look, if you understand Twitter, first of all, everything isn't serious and everything is not newsworthy. So this is the original tweet. Okay, so hold up. This girl is not a soror and had my shield on her body. I'm going to assume that this person is very, very young. That's what I'm going to assume.
I have a couple assumptions, but okay.
Okay. I think she's young. So there it is.
But first of all, she's either young or young in the sorority. Put it that way.
Both. That's what I would agree.
No, either or. Either you're young in age or you just got in recently.
Yeah. Yes. I agree.
Right? Because first of all, where's the sweater? Because I could have sworn, and I could be wrong because you got the joint circle right now, but she had the letters on and not the shield, which makes her the tweet even that more dumb. Yeah. Because you should know the difference.
Yeah, it's very dumb. So here we go. So moving on to the twist. The national organization sent out a joint, was like, oh, well, no, she didn't get permission and we'll be pursuing it further. Okay. And here's why I wanted to make this a story, because that, there's a big discussion on my Facebook page. Why should we care? That's petty. And that's, let me. I don't know if I could show y'all this
What?
affecting my credibility. Okay, Google on your own time. This particular organization.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Let me back up before I get.
Okay.
Let me give it context. Let me give some context on why we're even talking about it. Right?
Mhm.
Why is it important? I think it is important.
That's okay. Why?
I think it is important.
Why?
Okay. We want to debate. You picking the other side? You picking the other side?
I'm picking the other side. I don't know for the reasons that you think, but
Okay.
I'll take the other side for
Okay.
the purpose of the argument.
I think it's let me see. It was energy during series. Okay, everybody's saying season 1, y'all should have had the same energy. Again, to John's point, this person probably was not in the organization season 1. That's probably a safe bet.
The person who made the comment.
Who made the comment was probably not around season 1.
Right.
That's a safe bet. All right. So I think protecting your marks, service marks, I think that's important. Because what people don't realize is that these organizations, although they're just groups, what people on the outside really don't know is that they're incorporated at a high level.
Right.
So the branding is important to the incorporated aspect. So it's not like, oh, they had a Nike shirt or a Coke shirt. You remember back when hip hop first started and they used to blur logos?
Uh-huh.
It was because of
or they put a stripe across it. Yeah.
stripe across it, corporate affiliation, corporate licensing, brand association. Like I don't want my brand associated with that. And even if I did, you got to get permission. And even if I did give you permission, you got to pay me.
Mm-hmm.
That never in the history of business does that not happen.
Mm-hmm.
So for these organizations, they're on that level because they have a lot to protect as far as their image. Those organizations are only as good as their image.
Mm-hmm.
Their existence now is questioned. Their relevancy is questioned. Do we still need them? Why are they around? They're only as good as their last image. So because they're a product as well, the brand is a product, non-members are not licensed or granted permission to wear the letters and portray as members. Members, this is fact, this ain't opinion. Members have to get permission to wear the letters.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of people,
on a television show or something. Like that.
Yeah. At some point, even still, some point there's a level of permission. You have been given the right to wear this brand.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a thing for them. So even my assumption was that she, Issa Rae, got permission, and we see that she didn't, and the organization is going to take whatever further action. Now, I lay all that groundwork, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't know about this specific organization. They have close to 100. This is where it gets good. They have 100 trademarks.
Oh, okay.
So you talk about petty. They're here for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
No diss to any of them watching, or if you know any of them, I'm not dissing them. I'm giving you the facts on how their organization is run. They have almost 100 trademarks from everything down to the letters, how you say the letters, when you put the letters together in a word, the year, the sound that they make, the hand sign, the corporate logos, the rubber stamp, the icons, every image, color, the color pink that they use, the color green, the pearls, any items associated with this organization that's been around for over 100 years is all trademark.
Mm-hmm.
You can't come near it without paying them. I respect that.
Yeah. And as do I, right? And I feel like they have a legitimate beef, obviously. The organization, the Inc., the INC.
Yeah.
Right? But I'll ask you this in this way. Have you ever seen on television, movies, whatever, somebody wearing your fraternity's letters, and like was like, hey man, wait a minute, who's that? Blah blah blah. Or did you more so think, okay, we got portrayed in something, and the portrayal was, worthy, so you just go, okay, cool, it was included, or that person. Because my example in my head is The People versus O.J. Simpson, right? Sterling K. Brown played
Christopher
Darden, right? Christopher Darden's an alpha, so in certain scenes he had the pin on. I think in one scene he might have even had a t-shirt on, right? I don't know if they got permission from the fraternity, but it fit the character because that's what Christopher Darden did. And if you looked at the OJ thing, he might have had a pin on or something like that.
This is a great point. I'm glad you brought it up.
So
I'm willing to bet you they got permission.
Okay, and that's the avenue in which this. So the tweeter should have been, AKA as an organization, saying, "Hey man, wait a minute. we don't. I'm scrolling through our permissions and whatever's, and we don't see the affidavit where it says we gave you permission for that." But all the other noise about my letters and da da da.
Yeah.
I don't even know. What you should have done was calling the organization and say, "Hey man, they get permission for that before I make a funk?"
You should have just dropped a dime.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, did y'all see old girl? Like, but to throw that out there, like
the organization would have never known, probably.
Right.
Never known.
And furthermore, I strongly believe, and I don't know if you hit this yet, that the only reason why they probably made us think about it was whoever was watching it probably doesn't like Amanda Seales.
No, well, so that was the underlying tone.
I feel like if it was another character, they'd have been like, yeah, okay, sure. And it would have just gone.
Yeah, that was the underlying. Like her. That was the underlying tone on Black Twitter. They was like, y'all just don't like Amanda Seales. That's there, and then there's that.
I believe that was 99% of the problem.
So here's another one. Let me give you another one. So Saturday Night Live, this is in the 90s. I saw this firsthand. This is not, I heard Saturday Night Live did a sketch, a holiday sketch, and they were joking on frat boys. And so they had everybody with all the joints. It was like 12 people on the stage, extras and all of that. Said a white dude in an alfalfa joint.
Oh, well, come on.
And I'm watching it live because this is back when I was
in the 90s?
Saturday Night Live. Yeah, late 90s. And I'm mad, I'm steaming. I'm like, what you just know? What?
But see,
in the national organization, issued a cease and desist.
Got him.
To NBC and Lorne Michaels. So they do it.
But see, what probably happened in that instance, I could only guess, is that they probably just went and said, hey, go get a bunch of shirts.
Yeah,
you take that one and you take that. Or they didn't know who was who.
What are the frets? How many is it?
I had that beef. Like if you look on certain websites that are marketing the sale of paraphernalia, it's like why would you use that guy as the model? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, not that they aren't out there, but come on, man. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah. All right, let's go for some immediate fact checking and perspective across the hall.
Wait a minute.
Clarkson.
Dr. Clarkson's Corner.
What's up?
What's going on?
What's up, bro?
Man, you know what it is. I'm having a good time. So, this is a perspective. Why aren't things in our diaspora just held with reverence? Period. That's just the end of the question. You're not an AKA. You're not a Delta. You're not any of the Divine Nine. You're not that. Don't wear it. You're a writer. You could have made up any other organization and done just the same thing that Spike Lee did. Why aren't things in our diaspora held with a little bit more reverence?
Like it could be because Spike Lee has a little bit of perspective on what and what not to do based on his past experiences.
He had reverence because he could have went the other way and just did it because I don't fuck with y'all because of what happened to me.
Right. Yeah.
But I just think that there's certain things that you don't do, like and I'm gonna steer very hard. If we're in Africa, there are certain colors and tribal things that I wouldn't touch. Why? Those aren't my things. So I wouldn't even touch those things out of the principle of creative license. In the States, I wouldn't touch anything that's Masonic, and wear Masonic things and label it, I'm just playing a role. We just need to have some reverence for some things. And I think what it is that just because you have money and you want to slick talk the situation, you're wrong. Just like when Whoopi Goldberg jumped out there and wore Masonic sweat on The View. We just have to have a little bit
I
more
remember that
reverence.
too.
Mhm.
I remember that too.
Yeah, we got to have a little bit more reverence for things.
Yeah.
Even if you look, I think that's also that the world of us being okay. Like currently, Metropolitan is doing a play called "Shut Up in My Bones," where it's a story about a guy who was a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. They had a whole scene in it where they had a whole KA Psi big as day and had people who weren't Kappas wearing these letters.
Mm.
Of course, Kappas jumped out there like, hey, and I'm pretty sure the organization said, whoa, cease and desist. You may not understand our reverence, and I'm speaking as being a Divine Nine member. You may
Right.
not understand our reverence, but your children do when it's scholarship time, and your families do when, of course, y'all
Whoa.
need something.
Whoa.
So
Nope.
there should be some reverence here. I'm not asking for, I'm not trying to sun you all or sun anyone who thinks differently,
Right.
but do respect the reverence of these organizations. That's all.
No, I think
Now,
that's fair. I think that's fair.
question, Dr. Clarkson. Do you feel like, say, in my previous example, is there any situation where it could be warranted? Like if you're portraying an actual character, such as the example
Sure.
with Christopher Darden, who in the trial may have been known to have a pin on his lapel, and for just accuracy and nuance,
Sure.
the character wears that, but you're portraying an actual, as opposed to this situation where this is a fictional character in a completely fictional situation carrying on with realistic, paraphernalia.
I just think there's other ways around it. He could wear black and gold. Even in the movie Race, the guy that played Jesse Owens wore a version of the O State pledge pin. Of course, Bros was like, "Oh, that's sweet." Me, I'm going, "Well, I don't know about that." I'm not here to tell you the story of how long I was online and all that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm 20 years of game. That ask about me. My whole thing is this: there is certain things that you just shouldn't do, just out of sake of reverence. I won't jump up in a pulpit and play pastor. Don't jump other places and do things. Like I grew up in a world we didn't play church, just because out of reverence.
Yeah, there you go. I like that example.
Okay.
I like that. And what I was going to say, I'm looking for the next story. What I was going to say was, I always go back to the Theta Nu Thetas in Stomp the Yacht.
Yeah.
Right.
You know who it was supposed to be.
Right.
So it can be done. You know who it was. They were supposed to be.
And it's harmless.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it's like G5G is a great mix of Southern alphas
Everybody.
and Qs.
Yeah.
It's a great mix, and I'm here for it. Let it ride. So, like I said, she's too smart to know that there was a decision that was made. Like, bring it, and Alpha Kappa Alpha was like,
it will be brought in.
brought,
right?
All of these, right? So that's cool.
All right. Well, there it is. Good luck with them. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, I think my disdain is for the lame outrage of the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let the organization handle it. I think that's just a little corny.
All right, let's go to Dina. As a matter of fact, welcome to the show. What's good with you?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Good evening.
So, I have a multi-part question to this.
Okay.
I understand exactly what Dr. Clarkson is saying. I've never pledged. I had no desire to. But my thing is it the member's responsibility to pull someone's coattail? Because no one's going to respect your letters the way you are because they did not pledge. So my issue is that this happened in season 1. But once Amanda Seales became popular and she started sharing her own personal opinion, it seems like now people have the issue because, again, they don't like Amanda Seales. But this could have been alleviated had you said something in the beginning when Tiffany's character was stated to be an AKA and when she was wearing the colors. Now that the show is in its final season and it's popular, now you have a problem with it. And I've seen the Divine Nine come together and get a show snatched off the air within the first season. It was called Sorority Sisters.
Oh, yeah. And that joint was terrible, though.
So,
It was
terrible, but it was reality TV. So
Yeah.
I knew never to play with the Divine Nine, but my aunt is an AKA too. So, I understand you have to definitely respect the legacy, respect the respect the organization, but you didn't care when you didn't know who Amanda Seales was.
I mean, that's a great point, and I'm willing to bet that it flew under the radar. 1, 2, they didn't care, and 3, this person who made the initial stink about it is brand new.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you, yeah.
That's the thing.
Well, nobody else had an issue with it. Yeah, nobody else had an issue. That's the problem.
But I'm saying, if you're a member of the AKA, it's still your responsibility, right?
Not really. Well, everybody thinks differently. I know some people who probably would look at that and be like, "Oh, that's lit." Like they repping us hard, and it's like they repping us and nobody else. Mm-hmm. So I'm wearing that as a badge.
Lamont, give me 2 actors, right? Mm-hmm. Off the top of your head, 1 who you are a fan of their work, right? And a 1 if they never made another thing ever again. Actors.
Okay.
That you know what I'm saying, you'd be fine that if they never showed up on screen ever again, you can't take anything they're in. Okay, first name is go.
Ghost. I'll go with Ghost. Mari Hardwick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, second person.
Cuba Gooding.
Okay, so if Amari Hardwick shows up in something and he's wearing, your fraternity's letters, and you go,
he is. Because he is.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you picked a weird example, but sure. Yeah. Let's say you're not in the same fraternity, but like
Anthony Anderson. I like Anthony.
Okay, Anthony Anderson is wearing, your fraternity's letters, and he's in another fraternity, right? So but then Cuba Gooding Jr. they in the same movie, they both alumni dudes, and they both show up wearing the same joint. Like, are you okay? Like, Anthony Anderson walks in first, like, oh, okay, sure. But then Cuba Gooding walks in, you like, nah, man, Twitter fingers, fam.
In the movie, in the show,
in the movie, like Anthony, there's a whole scene.
I could care less.
There's a whole.
Less.
Thank you.
I could care less.
Thank you.
I don't even know if that's the right way to say it. I couldn't care less.
So now that the topic of the show is women be tripping.
yeah.
Isn't it sometimes it just like, the sister can, sometimes women just be tripping because they don't like other women.
Yeah. Thank you, Dana, for the call. Great perspective. That's real. But I really
just don't like other women.
Yeah. And so, but some of your frat brothers are petty too. People are people, and people come in all different types. So Amari Hardwick in the zombie killer movie, he played a member of Omega Psi Phi, like a legit. That's his character in the movie.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't see it.
And they threw the brand on
him.
And Alpha Internet went bozo. They went but noodles. You know what I'm saying? Like so much so that he actually had to respond. He did a video.
Really? Wow. Okay.
It's a movie, fam.
Right.
The director is familiar, and he wanted me to portray that type of character.
Right.
And he wanted me to go all in. So they put a makeup brand on him.
Right.
It was like, it's what I do. I'm an actor.
Now this is a reach, right? And you don't have to tell me it's a reach because I know it's a reach because we're in the same universe in this regard. But I'm just saying. Like, so there's a show called like SEAL Team 6, right? Navy SEALs have to go through what's called BUDS training, right? Yep. Where they had this crazy and it's, long, whatever. And, so it's like, if you have that background, like, you've been through some stuff and not everybody is built for that, blah, blah, blah. So when you make a whole show about it, like, do the Navy SEALs get the trip? Because everybody's this Navy SEAL in the Navy SEAL show, and all these movies about Navy SEAL, and Demi Moore was a Navy SEAL, and blah blah. Do they get the trip too?
Do the Navy? I said this on Facebook. Do the Navy SEALs are they incorporated?
Do they have Should I be doing something?
Do they have a pop-up ads? Oh my God! And where is it coming from? I don't even know where it's coming from. Oh, okay. It was a pop-up.
You were hearing that too, right? That wasn't just.
No, it was a pop-up. It was a pop-up.
I was about to put this all the way down.
Yeah,
I thought I was hearing voices, fam.
Yeah.
So okay.
Navy SEALs, they're not an incorporated entity, are they?
Right, but the gripe did not come. I'm pulling it back to the initial thing. The gripe didn't come from the incorporation. It came from the individual. right?
No, but now the smoke is coming.
Understood. But what I'm saying is my point. I'm not beefing with the ink. I said the ink has a beef. I'm talking about the individuals.
Okay, sure. Well then, yes, you're correct.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think some Navy dudes were sitting around. They was like,
you know what I'm saying? They're like,
if it goes, put the gun down. That's not how I would shoot it. Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, you think they're really tripping, or are they going, yeah, it's a Navy SEAL. I'm a Navy SEAL. I mess with it or I don't.
Yeah.
They just don't like Amanda Seals. Final point.
And there it is. And there it is.
They don't like Amanda Seals.
All right. So moving on. So speaking of women that women don't like, let's move on.
Oh, jeez.
Let's go to the next story. Your girl, Jada Pinkett, man. Somebody said it, man. She's so toxic. She is toxic. She's
snitches get. I don't even know. They can't stitch her, but snitches get something. She snitches.
I mean, she do more red table whoring than anybody.
Table snitching.
She gives it all to promote that fucking show. So she recently had Gwyneth Paltrow on there, and she gives to sharing.
Okay.
And one of her shares was, how her and Will got together when they was young, and they had to figure each other out, and intimacy with somebody you don't know can be hard, and especially when it's not good, and blah blah blah. And the internet went crazy on that one. So I can't find the original. I'm looking for it now.
So she was trying to say Will couldn't save the little man from inside the boat. That's what she was.
Oh, geez.
Indicating.
I think this is it right here. Hold on, because she responded. She responded as well. But let's go to the original first.
She was trying to say that Will wasn't a bad boy.
Oh, this is the whole thing. I don't need the whole thing. Pause. So here's her response.
Will couldn't get her 6 degrees to separate.
Oh, jeez. Keep going. You on it. I see you thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking the wheels are turning. You're trying to say that Will's, that Prince wasn't that fresh.
There it is. I guess he's not legend. Okay.
Right, not legend. And she needed a robot.
No. She needed a robot.
Will did not pursue her happiness.
He did not pursue
her happiness.
I guess it wasn't 7 pounds. Okay. Hey, folks, we can do this shit all day. All right, here we go. I think this is something. All right, let's play.
So Jada had to call in the Suicide Squad.
Get ready for the
whole
first
thing.
time.
I don't want to see the whole thing. I just need the snippet. The internet is killing me right now.
Did my Suicide Squad joke get out there, or did the video cut me?
No, I think it got out there.
Solid, okay. I thought that was a solid final burn.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what she said is it's hard. She admitted. I don't know what she's talking
about. Well, if it was hard, what was the complaint?
Yeah, what was the complaint? The thing Will and I talk about a lot is the journey. We started in this at a very young age, at 22. Let me show y'all where I'm reading.
He was 22.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was a little older, right?
He's a little older.
Yeah. All right. Let me show y'all what I'm reading.
Because Will is like, he's like, damn, I couldn't say how many. He's at least 4 or 5 years old, something like that, right?
I think she says, I think you expect your partner to know what you need, especially when it comes to sex. It's like, well, if you love me, you should know. If you love me, you should read my mind. That's a huge pitfall. That behavior is something Jada said she's grown out of, though it still can be uncomfortable to express her wants and desires. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you want. I'm on top of it. I know what it is. I know what I have to be accountable to do the same. I really try to do that. It's uncomfortable, but it's deeply healthy. Especially, I think, around sex, because it's something that we don't talk about a lot, and there's so much fantasy around it. Okay.
See, and this is why every once in a while, Jada Pinkett has her Independence Day.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. There it is. Yes. I think you got them all.
Thank you. I was trying to get them all.
Yeah, because she's for the streets, man. It's like the Wild Wild West out here.
It's like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
So sometimes she has to pick up the phone and call the Men in Black.
No, the Men in Black.
Call that Man in Black.
Yeah, that Man in Black. I was trying to. She put out a statement and kind of defended herself. Let's see, clarifies. Let's go to the LA Times. Oh, here we go. Jada Pinkett Smith insists her sex life with Will Smith is just fine. Thank you. Yeah, probably now. She said, with hard work and communication, they make it happen. Said, stop making up headlines and watch the Red Table Talk. I did. And see, that's the problem. And that's why we here, we don't jump on stories early, in their lifespan, because a lot of times the snippet that you get is completely out of context. And so that's not fair to really form an opinion on one side of a thing or the other.
So what it sounds like to me, if I'm reading this article, so let's take them out of it, right? And just talk about everybody's kind of real life situation. Unless you really, you bat 1,000. Anytime it's your first time or your first couple times with somebody, you bat 1,000. Like, obviously you got to figure out, because what the last person I was with, like, you might not like. So if I start, if I'm, high pressure here and you don't like high pressure there, but the last person I like high pressure there, like, hey man, hey fam, you gotta you gotta dial that back. You know what I mean? Or so they figured each other out. I don't see what the kerfuffle is. That, can I use kerfuffle?
I think that's appropriate. That is appropriate.
I don't see what the kerfuffle is about, in that if at 22, when their relationship was a budding relationship, if you hadn't said talk about when I was 32 or 35, and well, if you ain't figured it out by now.
Did you say a budding relationship? And talking about Will Smith? Okay. But yes, but here's something.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, so like if she's saying that when we first started out, we had to figure out each other's, buttons and whatever, the hot spots. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of normal. Like, I don't see why is that big news?
That is normal. But I think with the internet, the problem with the internet is they're tired of her in her shares seemingly throwing a fan fave Will Smith under the bus.
I think
that's the issue.
Oh, so okay. So let me back up a little bit, because I'm ignorant to this one completely. So is this was this the teaser to the episode, and that was the teaser, but like this is probably like a whole 15 seconds of the episode, and they moved on and had a married of topics?
That's it. Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're correct. That's why her statement today was, stop making shit up and just watch the episode. All right, let's bring back in Dr. Clarkson for perspective.
I'm sorry. I just can't stop laughing, because I wonder what type of leeway she would get, well, if a guy did this to another woman. And I think that to me is like the concern.
You don't hear that at all.
Right. Like, because, if we call it what it is, right? If a guy did this, and excuse my French, let me be in France, girls would be like, that's fuckboy behavior. But when she does it, she's being honest to her truth.
Hey, Dr. Clarkson, it's okay. I mean, she just put it out there that Will couldn't find her matrix.
Oh, hey.
Come on.
Ain't said Will couldn't set it off.
Oh.
Hey.
Couldn't take her to a different world.
Yeah. Well, he could, but it was only in Miami.
No.
But no, to that point, let me
she said he was decent in the summertime.
In the summertime.
Oh, God.
And let me give y'all a little. Let's go to Hollywood. There was a Hollywood rumor, and here was the thing. When I got to LA, they said if it's a rumor that you hear nationally, it may be
some truth to it. So the rumor that developed in 2000 before the internet,
right?
But if you hear it in town, if you hear it in town, like living there, it's the absolute truth.
Okay.
So to your point, Mr.
So wait, let me preface this. Allegedly. Thank you.
Now, I want you to focus on this. To your point, Dr. Clarkson, if a man said this, okay, there was a rumor when I lived in Los Angeles that explained Halle Berry's failed relationships, plural. So guess what that rumor was?
First of all,
take a guess.
I don't want to guess.
I don't want to guess because I always
much heard much like those devout individuals on either Saturday or Sunday. I'm gonna say this: you can go ahead and be careful about what you say about Halle Berry next.
Take a guess. Take a guess on her multiple failed relationships. Take a guess on why.
Couldn't drain anyone's monster's balls.
Yo, hey!
Oh, geez.
On the spot, out the park. Yeah.
Right, so, wait, so you're saying that? Wait. Are you saying that she's a Catwoman?
Oh. Yeah. Or Cap Woman. That box is all Cap. That was the rumor. The rumor, allegedly, trash box.
Oh, wait a minute.
Allegedly trash.
Okay, trash has two definitions. Trash is in.
There's only one definition.
No. I'm going to give it to you.
There's garbage and there's basura.
No. Garbage is in wasteful and worth nothing, or garbage is in smell and unwanted because it stinks.
No, wasteful. Wasteful and worth nothing.
Hey, listen.
Allegedly.
Okay, there's two different types of.
Allegedly. Now, this was the rumor in town.
Allegedly.
Because it wasn't as good as you would think it was.
No, come on.
So imagine if somebody did that, and was like, oh, hey, who was he with? What was it?
David Justice.
No, it was Eric Benet, wasn't it?
Eric Benet.
And David Justice.
Yeah, and David Justice. What if it came out?
Maybe also the rumor.
Williams.
Oh, no.
What if they came out and be like, oh, yeah, Halle's a lovely person, but, in the beginning, you expect someone, of their caliber to
what's funny?
Things and just for them not to do it, it's kind of a letdown, so you got to move on.
You know what's funny?
Imagine if a dude said that.
You know what's funny? This brings me back to a point I had literally probably last year, right? Where I was looking for the smoke and I didn't get it. And India Sweet was on, or she was in the comments or something. And or maybe it was a cutie pie, somebody. And I was like, listen, not all pretty women can hold down more than just being pretty when it comes to we taking it back to the crib. Like they rely, they rest on their laurels. And be in the bed straight planking.
Spread your laurels.
And just like, what I'm saying? Just you just laying there like a piece of dead wood, and it's like, hey, man,
Now, as Deisha says, didn't Lisa Ray say that about Halle Berry? Now, here's a better question, right? Because I've heard that. How does Lisa Ray know?
How does she know? Right.
Allegedly. So there's that. Just wanted to get y'all that. So let me go back real quick while we got y'all.
Hold on. I can't let that.
Say Halle Berry be laying there like die another day.
Oh,
oh God.
No, she lays there like a swordfish.
Oh, geez.
Oh, God.
At least it didn't smell like one.
Oh, no.
According to you.
Laying there losing Isaiah and losing interest?
Oh, geez. Losing Isaiah.
Jeez. Oh, geez.
All right, so let me...
She was acting like a rich man's wife.
Perfect. Jay Elite says, let's go back a little bit.
So she had BAPS, but she didn't have WAP.
Just BAPS over WAP. I like that. Jay Elite says, wait, I gotta go back because she asked a great question. No one talks about the fact that a lot of men...
Okay.
Here we go.
Marry lesbians and don't know how to please them. Now, this is specifically in the Will Smith Jada dynamic.
So knowingly?
No.
Knowingly marry a lesbian?
You may not.
Well, I mean, like, okay, sticking with that premise. Let's say you knowingly, you're oblivious to the fact that your lady's a lesbian and you marry her. Obviously, it's gonna be. You can't say you marry a lesbian and don't know how to please her, because if you don't know she's a lesbian, you're not gonna know how to please her.
Well, no, the way I'm reading it anyway.
Okay,
she's stating it as a matter of fact, not intention.
Yeah,
but she's saying that men a lot of times will end up with a lesbian, and the reason why they don't know how to please her is because she really don't like you anyway, physically.
Yeah, I mean, but women can say that about dudes.
Oh. Far too often.
Yeah. Why are we only having a certain kind of sex? Like,
Oh no!
Listen.
I see what you did there.
No, it's true. But that conversation has been had though.
Why do you want me to cut all my hair off and shave it bald?
That conversation has been had, and we scorn dudes in that dynamic. But to her point, we don't really talk about that fact about women. We don't get allowed to, like, no one's, even now, as if you don't like her, Black women, as much as they don't like Jada, they're not going to let you just come out and talk shit about her.
Correct.
We don't. That's not what, you know what I'm saying?
Can I ask a question? When did we stop liking Jada? I thought, I mean, not like she was she was in a box that couldn't be touched, but like, when did the conversion happen?
Probably at the table, maybe at the entanglement.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say this: she never was a fan favorite. She was guilty by association.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm going to say that her association to Will Smith, who happens to be very likable, made us go, okay, we guess you're cool. So, like, when we think about, at least for me, when I think about the women friends I know of, who are your favorite 5 Black women that are celebrities? She's nowhere to be found. They go Michelle.
Yeah, but she's middle of the road.
She's middle of the road, but I think she's getting on people's nerves now with how she's treating Will.
Okay,
with how she's treating Will, and that was well stated, Dr. Clarkson. Very nice. I'm gonna be a little meaner. Without the association to Will Smith, she's not in no movies.
Correct.
You're low down dirty shaming parts 6, 7, and 8.
Oh, jeez.
You're not Matrixing. You know what I'm saying? You're not from an acting.
Hey, listen, I was a fan since Jason's lyric. Yeah,
yeah.
And put out there in that high grass. You know what I'm saying?
In my mind, you're saying that, and I'm like, what is the last blockbuster movie she's been in?
What's the name? Girls Trip.
Okay,
Girls Trip. That was a major blockbuster.
But I'll say this much: she's there, but she's once again guilty by association. Like you could replace her with anybody.
Oh yes,
geez.
No, like okay, like so. How I rank actors, right?
Yeah.
I find you excellent, serviceable, or bad. Those are your 3 choices.
I feel like you could rank a lot of people in a lot of categories the same way.
Right. So I'm saying, like,
I rank my women excellent, serviceable
or bad. But I mean, like, for what it's worth, she's serviceable, and I think that she knows that the work that she gets is connected to the job that she gets. Nope, not any better. The work that she gets is like connected to her marriage, because I mean, the failed show on TNT, Hawthorne, dead. You know what I'm saying? She can't even pick up a network show.
Well, that wasn't her fault. That was
okay. Hawthorne. Okay.
Yeah, because that was actually a good show. That was a decent show.
But I never even seen Hawthorne.
The dude, the singer dude.
No, like I used to work weird hours. And
okay, fair play.
Schedule,
fair
but
play.
Yeah, and
it was a show. It was a show that had some really good writing.
Yeah.
So why did it get canceled?
The love interest was the little singer guy. The singer guy who was married to J-Lo for a minute.
Oh, not Mark Anthony, was it?
Mark Anthony?
Yeah. What's the dude that was in the movie with Denzel with Man on Fire?
Derek Luke?
Nah, the dude.
Man on Fire.
I think it was Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony. Yeah, Mark Anthony. Yeah.
There was some issue with his wife at the time, thinking that he was mixing it up with Jada. And so more than likely that means that they probably were. And she wasn't having it.
Okay, because they could see eye to eye.
Oh,
there it is.
Sorry.
Yeah,
but I mean, if anything, she was the Trojan horse in the show.
Oh, y'all said it like 30 times. My bad. I ain't saying.
Sorry. She was the Trojan horse in the show because the characters around her were really well written. She just kind of drove you to these really good like subplots. But it was a good enough show.
It was decent. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. Yeah. But yeah, so there's that. But yeah, without Will, she's low down dirty shame part 10. A new shame.
What was her character's name? In those?
Little Shame.
Shameless.
Shameless. Oh, there it is.
Hey, before we head out, let me. I think that was Tehran. Let me see. Let me call him back because we got the technology.
That's funny.
Let me see.
Somebody said Gotham. Yeah, she was in Gotham. The Gotham was pretty good for a second.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, but they killed her off.
Yo,
hey, they brought her back though. They brought her back for a little bit.
Tehran,
I don't know how, but they brought her back.
What's good with you?
I just want to say this real quick. I mean, I love not J-Lo. What's Jada? Jada, because when she was in Different World, I mean, I loved her attitude and stuff like that. Like you said, Little Town, Dirty Shame. Her name was Peaches. You know what I'm saying? She was the girl. And even when she was in Set It Off.
Yeah.
You know, she held that same type of character. Then, I mean, I understand when you get older, you mature, but she just became this. You can't touch me now. After she got with Will, that's what I felt, and it was like this. I was turned off. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I know you guys probably don't. I mean, I know they characters, but
we lost Tehran. I tell you what. Yeah, because Lamont jumped out. I tell you what. But we couldn't. Once you jump out, we can't hear.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. I tell you what messed up Jada. And people don't want to admit it.
Thanks for the call, man.
People don't want to admit it, and it's real simple. It's the cheekbones.
What, the new ones?
We weren't ready for the cheekbones.
We weren't ready for the plastique.
We liked round face, baby face, Jada. We weren't ready for the high cheekbones.
If you watch Red Table Talk, all three of them are going to the same surgeon.
No, not baby girl too.
And the mom. Yeah, I mean, look at it. They all have the same face.
See, I don't watch it, but wow.
They have the same face.
You're not supposed to do that to baby girl. So they Kardashian it up.
Yeah, I guess.
Man, it's the cheekbones. It's the cheekbones. We don't recognize new Jada. We like old Jada. We like Baltimore Jada. We don't like Hollywood Jada.
That's a good point. Nutty Professor. But I guess that was a minute ago.
You know what? Here's the thing.
No cheekbones in Nutty Professor, Dr. Clarkson.
Here's the thing, and I'll end on this. Until I read that just now in the chat, I forgot she was in it.
Which goes to my point.
She was in the first one. That's right. She was in the first. She was in the good Nutty Professor, and you forgot that she was in it.
Yeah.
Oh no! Damn, she was a love. Like you're right. Like she was the love interest in the first one, and you forgot she was in it.
Menace to Society. She played the same character from Menace and Set It Off. She's really the same.
Different job. She just got a different job. She just was cleaning houses.
All right, gentlemen.
Wait, wasn't she also in? No, that was Nia Long. Never mind. That was Nia Long.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, don't do that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I took it back. I took it back.
Yeah, put you on time on record. Hey, Dr. Clarkson, I appreciate it. Thanks for all the perspective and fact checking.
Yep.
Good to see you.
Good to be clean.
All right, there it is.
Hey, you gotta go. I'm about to say, how dare you?
I was bringing back. I just had to give you.
It was stream of conscious. I'm sorry. I just, it was a mild faux pas on my part.
Yeah,
don't do me like that, man.
Get yourself together. Had to get yourself together.
I'm sorry.
But welcome back, man. And
thank you for welcoming back to the show. I had another thought about Halle Berry real quick before we close out. Okay. Maybe she's just mentally hard to deal with. I don't want to believe that her body doesn't agree with situations that she's put into. I feel like maybe mentally she's just
situations that are put into her.
Oh, that too. But I don't want to believe that her. I think maybe she just, in a space where she's too self-aware and doesn't mentally allow herself to focus on the other individual to where they're feeling reciprocity. But I don't want to feel like her mechanics. I don't want to feel like her mechanics are off, yo.
It could be Boxer de Basura. It could be, it just could be. It just could be.
I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe it.
I'm just telling you what the rumor was.
I don't want to believe it.
Yeah. All right.
Halle has to have good berries. It
just,
has to be. It has to be.
Yeah.
I think just mentally, maybe she's, Gothica. Mentally she's Gothica, but
never seen it.
No, well, she was in an institution there. She was in that movie. Maybe that's it. I feel like she wants to make people feel good.
Maybe
physically.
All right, there it is. That's the show for the evening. Appreciate you, John Watson, our New York bureau chief.
Yes, sir.
Till next time. All right, everybody else. Hey, shout out to Chris Mitch. What's up, DJ Chris Mitchell? What's up with you, cuzzo? Good to see you checking in from Atlanta. I appreciate that. Reggie Rice, probably somewhere doing magic on a cruise ship. I appreciate you. Good to see you and everybody else. First timers, this is a little bit of what you get in my regulars and usuals in the Peanut Gallery, aka the nigga section. I appreciate y'all. Good to see y'all. No money will this week. It ain't where it needs to be. So if you want to donate to it, Cash App as well. We was doing super chats and all that. I ain't seen none of those. But Cash App for the Money Will. Let's Go Live show. $5 a slot. Tell me how many slots you want, or if you want to put the money in the pot. And make sure you follow us. Instagram, LGL_ all fun and games. All right, that's it for the show, man. We'll see y'all next time. Keep it easy. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it too complicated. We'll see y'all in a minute. Be safe.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.